Hello and welcome back to the Eddie channel. Thanks very much for joining us again.
Yeah.
And today Ed's going to show you the latest update to his Helix.
Yeah. Okay guys, here we are to the review section on what I thought of the latest Helix 3.7 update. It's another big update, like the 3.6 was. Maybe not just as big, not as much added, but I mean, it's still a significant update. I'm not sure, it's about 6 new amplifiers or something like that that are added. Some of them are modelled on a few well-known amps like the Brit 2203, like a Marshall 2203, the Carillon, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is modelled similar to a Vox AC30. The Aristocat, which is like a boutique kind of a Dumble-esque again, similar to the Litigator that did earlier, but you know, different again, etc. And a lot of the amps have got another feature in them, which is a boost switch, and obviously you've got a level on them, which is great. So anyway, I'm going to take you through what's my interpretation, my estimation of how they are. And what I've actually done, I'll show you the screen here, guys. Excuse me for turning, but on the screen here, I have I've decided to go with 4 new amp configurations. And I've set up a few presets now. Everything that I've loaded in each of the paths, all the paths are the same. The only thing it changes is the amp head. The cabinet, I decided to go with one of my favourite cabinet selections, which is the 212 Bluebell, which is like the Bluebells from the Vox C30 cabs. So all the presets, all the 4 amps are all running through a 212 Bluebell cab. So what I've done here is I've set up 4 paths, all the same. And what we have on the first path, we have a Dripman, which is the new amp that they have, which is based on a Bassman, Fender Bassman, which although it says Bassman, they can be used as guitar amp and bass. And a lot of, I believe that Knopfler used them, and a lot of clean, you know, there's some classic tones have come out of a guitar player using the Bassman. So we've got the front of the chain, I've got the new prize drive, which I believe is the Noble OD1. I've got that, that's a great pedal. No, I've never owned one, I heard, but we're going to try that today. So we have the prize drive, then we have the Dripman, which as I said, the Fender Bassman clone. My cab, if I just highlight it for you guys to see, if I bring it up, you'll see I've got the 212 Bluebell selected. And the only other thing that I've done, I've rolled off, as you can see, low cut is at 80 Hertz, high cut is at 5K. That's what the speaker, a physical speaker, is designed on anyway. And then I've mic'd it up halfway between the cone and the edge, and I've used a 160 ribbon mic. Now, this is the same on all the paths. I'm using the same cab with 212. We say everything is the same. And then I have after the cab, I have an LA studio compressor, just to hold it together a little bit. Nothing extraneous. There's a peak reduction of 5 and a gain of 6, and everything else is stock. Then I've put at the end of the chain one of the new reverbs, and that is the. I've decided to try the dynamic bloom, and everything's stock other than the mix. I've taken the mix down to 16%, because when it comes up stock it's 30 or whatever, it's too much. Anyway, so we'll get on the amp now. As I say, so that chain and all those settings will be exactly the same for each of the 4 presets that we're going to evaluate here today. The only thing in them will change will be the amp. So we're going to try the Ripman on the first patch. Then we're going to try the Carlian on preset 2. As I say, that's based, as far as I know, on a Vox AC30, and everything else in the chain, the cab, dynamic, the EQ, the compressor, and the reverb, all the same as it was. So they're all the same in the 4 channels. Then you've got the Aristocat on third preset. Again, that's based on a sort of Dumble-esque boutique kind of amp. And then finally we've got the Brit 2203, which is based on the Marshall 2203, and I believe it's without the caps on it, which makes it more authentic to the real thing. So we're going to try all these things, and by the way, all these amps, I haven't tweaked them yet to suit me. I've brought them in, so they're all stock as they're reported into the preset. They're all stock values. So they may sound, some of them may sound a little bit getting into the breakup stage, but that's how they come. I haven't cleaned any of them up in any way. I've just loaded them all in straight from the picking from the preset stock as they come in, and the only other thing we'll hear is when I switch the prize drive in front, just to give you what that gives to the boost and that. So hopefully you'll enjoy all these things, guys. So as I say, we're starting off here with preset 1. So let me get back to you guys. I'm sorry for shutting my back to you, but we have 2 cameras, but one's in for repair at the moment. I would like to have been able to have the other camera here, which would have picked me up as I turned, but unfortunately we can't. So what we have here is, I'm going to try this with the Telecaster today. And we have Telecaster on the treble pickup, middle position. Neck pickup. So basically that's what we'll be using today. So I am, as I say, we're set up here now on the Dripman, and it's come in stock, which will have the drive at 3, the bass on 5, the mid is set at 6.8, the treble is at 5, the bright switch is off. I may actually put that bright switch on. I quite like the bright switch. So let's put the bright switch on the Dripman. Let's have a listen. Let's have a listen first. I put it in the middle position, both pickups together. So we have this. Now let's have a listen to that with the bright switch on. Yeah, well, maybe put the bright switch off again and just keep them all the same. As I say, they're all stock. So from there we go on the channel volume at 10, the master volume is at 10, the sag and hum and ripple are all stock at 5, and the bias X is at 5. Actually, I'm telling a lie, on each of these amps, I have tweaked the bias from 5, I've tweaked the bias to 7, because like in a valve amp, I would have my tubes biased slightly hot, which, so taking it up to 7 is it replicating a slightly hotter bias in a tube amp. Anyway, so that's the only difference. As I say, the only other thing that we've done is I've took the vintage Bloom and took the stock mix control down from 30 to 16. The 30 was just swamping it. So that's what we have, guys. So now what we're going to do is we've got a little backing track here that we're going to run. It's basically our track that we composed. At the front end of our episodes, you've heard the track that plays after we do the intro. You've heard that was us created that little thing and played that. So what we've done is we've taken the acoustic guitar that was doing the lead part and everything out of it, and it's just using it as a backing track now. So I'll play over that, and you guys can get the idea what this can do. And I'll switch on the prize drive and things like that when we want to do it, you know, when we want to bring it in. So I've got it ready there. So here we go, guys. This is the dripman being used by the clean and this backing track, and then I'll punch in the drive. Here we go. Prize drive on now. So there you go, guys. That's the dripman with, you know, the cleanest sound of the dripman, and then the prize drive. It will go cleaner, obviously, if we take the drive on the amp itself. If we pull the drive down from 3, obviously, we can clean it up a bit. And then if we go above the 3, the more we get to the 10, it will add in more and more drive within the amp itself before the prize drive. But as I say, you know, to cut time down and obviously without boring you with a lot of, I've only just imported these in on the stock settings. So you guys can, as I will, over the weeks, I will tinker with these to suit my own palette. So from there, guys, excuse me for turning again because of the second camera's out. So I'm now going to go on to the Carillon. And as I say, everything else is exactly the same as it was in the preset before. The only thing that's changing now is the amp. So we have the Carillon. He's come in stock. His channel drive stock is 5.5. The bass is 3.5. The mid is 7. The treble is 5. We have a presence on this one. That's set at 4. The channel volume in this is at 4. Now there's a boost switch on this. He's set it off at the moment. I'll bring it on and let you hear what he actually does, but we'll keep him off at the moment as he's stock. Then we have a sag, which is set at 5. We have the hum, which you can have on or off. Stock, he comes in as on. Again, as you can see, I've set the bias from 5 to 7, as is my preference, and then the other parameter is a bias X, which I've left at 5 stock. So that's come in stock like that, and it's the same with the rest of the channel, the rest of the chain. I will have to go in here and turn this because it didn't save it this way. So I'm pulling, as you can see, the mix down on the reverb from 30 to 16 to replicate what we've just had on the preset before, to keep some sort of unity. So again, I shall. This might, you know, a 5.5 on this might be a bit drivey, but anyway. So this is the stock setting on a treble pickup. I'll just pull them back a bit, see how clean he'll go. So I'll take him down to 3 from the stock 5.5. Oh, he has cleaned up quite a bit, guys. Very clean. So let's try them now. If I put him back to 5.5 on his stock setting, oh, not too much, guy. Right, let's try this. The boost is off at the moment. Let's bring the boost up to 10. Won't mess around here, guys. Just whack him right up there. So, he's now at 8. Yeah, it's quite a bit there, guys. Just putting that boost in, it's just like you boost the front end. So even though the drive isn't full on, it's on the edge of break up, putting that boost in is like putting a boost pedal in front and hitting the front end harder, so you're getting more break up, more distortion. That's great implementation, I think that is. That's a really good thing. This is, as far as I know, all the Line 6 things that they brought in their own amps that they've come up with, or that are based on something not cloned from something, just like a rough based on. I believe all these new amps, certain ones that are the Line 6 own concoctions, they've all got this boost switch in them, which is great. So anyway, so that's the stock setting back, is everything it is. The other thing we'll do now is we shall put it on the, well again what we'll do is we'll let you hear it played with the track, and then I'll kick the prize drive in like I did last time. So here it goes, guys. Yeah, come on. Got the prize drive on now, guys. So there you have it, guys. That's preset 2 based on the Carillon. I keep wanting to say Carillon, but it's not, it's a Carillon. So now I've chose, again, everything's the same as the prior 2 other ones. Everything's the same except for the amp and the chain. And this time we're going with the Aristocat, which is this Line 6's boutique double clonish thing. Again, while I'm at it, sorry for the turn in the back, guys. I'm now going to turn the mix on this vintage Bloom reverb. I'm turning it down to 16 to keep everything equal. Right, there we go. Now, so the Aristocat, again, imported in stock. We have a channel 1 drive set at 3.5. The bass is at 5.4. The mids are 5.5. Treble is 3.6. Presence is 3. The channel volume is at 5.7. Again, the boost is off stock setting, default. Sag is at 5. The hum, again, which is on or off, again, it's stock is 5. Again, the bias control I've taken from 5 stock. I've made it 7 to my preference. Then the BIOS X, which has been left at stock 5. And basically, that's that. So we'll have a listen to this stock, as we did with the others. So we have a treble pickup on this to start with. A little bit gritty. Going into it, middle position, both pickups. Still a bit gritty. Neck pickup. So what I'll do is I shall do what I did before. I'll put the boost switch up a bit and let you hear how much difference, what that increases in pushing that front end with the So again, we're going up to about 8.4 on it. I'm not fully to 10. It's also hitting the reverb a little bit more as well. So we'll take the boost down. Now, as I say, the stock, the drive is 3.5. Going to pull that back a bit. Maybe I'll take it to 2 and see if we can clean it up a little bit and see how that sounds there at 2. Right, guys, took the channel volume down to 2, or the drive, so yeah, we've got a lot more cleaner tone here. So let's do the same thing again, guys. I'm going to run the track, play with the track, run the clean, and then we'll kick in with prize drive once again. So here we go. Kick in the prize drive now, guys. Right, there you go, guys. So, let's move on to the last of the presets. And again, we'll quickly, while I've got my back turned to you guys, I'll quickly turn the mix down as the other 16, and we'll go back to the amp now. Right, guys, sorry, I really do apologise for turning me back. We'll soon have the other camera back, and then we'll do the twin camera thing, and you know, we shall take this back turning thing out of the equation. So apologies for that, guys. So thanks for bearing with me on that. Oh, my tuner's hanging off. Now, this last one, as I say, I've only picked it for, I don't want to do the whole thing. There's other guys reviewing theirs, thoughts on it as well. So I'm sure that some of the other guys will show amps that I haven't shown. And so hopefully you'll get a generalisation of everything that's been done if you look at a few of the different takes on the updates. So on our last preset here, everything again the same except for the amp. This time we've dropped in the Brit 2203. Now that, as far as I'm led to believe, it's a Marshall without the cap, with the caps removed. So apparently it's very, very authentic. So here we have it as the drive is set at 4. The stock again, every stock. Drive is set at 4. The bass is set at 5.7. The mid is set at 7. Treble is 2.4. The presence is 3. The channel volume is at 9.5. The master volume is at 2.5. Then we have sag, hum and ripple all at 5 stock. Again, the bias is set at 7, but I set it at 7 from 5 from the stock because I prefer it a little bit hotter. And then we have the bias X at 5. And then we have an input selection below that, which you can have as low or high. It comes default as high, so we'll leave it at that. So as stock as it is, we'll go again from the treble pickup firstly. both pickets together, middle position. Neck pick up on its own. It isn't too bad actually, it's not too dirty. But we will bring the, I'll take the drive back to maybe 2.5 from 4 and see how much it cleans up. Cleans up quite nice. So we'll push it a little bit. We'll go from 4 stock. We'll try taking them up to 7. It actually has got quite a nice little bit of breakup added as you push them, the amp within itself. Right guys, go back to stock setting, which is 4. Oh, sorry guys for this. Right, let's run the backing track with the stock setting, and then as is the others, we'll kick in the prize drive. So here we go. Kick on the prize drive, guys. Well guys, there you have it. That's, just let me put this thing down for talk to you guys. So, anyway, there we have it guys. That's my thoughts on the latest Line 6 Helix 3.7 update, which does affect, as far as I know, it's the HX edit to 3.7. The floor unit, the flagship floor unit which I own, which is 3.7 also. The Helix Native, which I own as well, which is updated to 3.7, which is great because it keeps everything all updated to the same, and we can, what we have in my floor unit, I've got on the Native, and I believe it's from the LT version of the Helix LT as well, and I'm not sure, but you probably find it's on the HX edit, the HX Stomp, and it's probably in the Pod Go and everything. They'll all be up to 3.7. But for me, what an update it is. As I say, I haven't went in depth with everything. It's there. They have they've got 2 reverbs there, which is the Vintage Bloom, and there's another one which I think it's called. It's a non-linear. It's called not non-linear. You have the one pedal, which is the prize drive, which I believe is, as I said earlier, it's based on the Noble or the Nobel OD one. And then you have these 6 or 8 new amp heads, and you have a variety of new cabs also. As I say, I just picked for all the demonstrations here the Bluebell 212 because that's my preference of cab. I love them anyway. But that's my take on it, and I think it's great. Another yet from Line 6. Big hand clap and big applause for Line 6 for keeping these massive firmware updates for us, and they're keeping their 10-year-old product basically, well, like new, against all the new young guns that have appeared on the scene. And the beauty of it is Line 6 don't charge anything for these. You know, it's almost like getting a new unit every time they do a firmware, and the good folks at Line 6 are doing this for free for us, guys, so hats off to Line 6 for that. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. That's my take on everything like that, and sorry, we don't have time to run through it, and I don't, you guys don't want to be bored running through the whole thing anyway, you know. I mean, where does it stop? I could run through the 500 presets that I've got on my floor unit. You wouldn't even want to know that. I wouldn't want to do it, and we'd be here until next year. So that's it, guys. But just before I go, we'd just like to remind you, please, guys. Well, I know, a big thank you to you all for the 740 subscribers I think we have now at this point. So a big thanks to you guys, and we've got about 13,500 views. So big major thanks to all you guys that have viewed the channel and have decided to come with us on this journey. And a lot of you have started to comment on it, and we appreciate that too, guys. And we want more and more of you guys to, you know, just to help and encourage us to keep going on this journey. So please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Hit the like button if you did enjoy the videos, etc., etc. Don't forget to click the notification bell so that you get notified when any new content or anything goes up. And please, guys, keep the comments coming so we can chat back to you, and we'll keep it all going. So until the next time, guys, next episode, I'll see you. Well, and I apologise because Ian doesn't appear in this bit because obviously it was guitar part, but we will see you again in the next episode. So until we'll see you again, ciao for now, guys.